have a new set of Apple Watch Ultra bands that are actually worth it from Amazon, and a few of them, in my opinion, are actually better than the trail loop that you get from Apple. Welcome to Ultra Bands Part 6. Now, if you guys are fans of the band videos that I've made over the past several months, you'll know that the Spigen DuraPro Flex was my favorite band ever, and it's gotten better. This is the Spigen DuraPro Flex Ultra, and it definitely feels ultra. You have the metal connecting bands, which is amazing, and no longer you have that black plastic. It's color matching to the titanium on the housing. Also, it is wider, so you have a wider strap on there, so it looks like it just belongs on the Ultra 2 and on the Ultra 1 as well. If you have an Ultra 1, get the Spigen DuraPro Flex Ultra. The name is horrible, but the band is awesome. It comes in two colors, black and khaki. You have the same rugged zinc alloy buckle on here. It's color matching the titanium as well. Also like the orange accent threads on the band itself. It's soft, it's stretchy. I got mine from Amazon for 22 bucks. You can check it out on there as well. All links will be down below in the description. Next up, we have another band from Spigen. This is the Spigen DuraPro Armor. So this one is like the DuraPro Flex Ultra, but like on steroids. You have a fully rubber band with the metal connecting points extending from the connection all the way to the band, so it feels rugged, it feels heavy duty. It feels like you can do whatever you want to do with this watch band on. It's like super secure. The rubber band is pliable, it doesn't feel cheap. It's made with the same zinc alloy metal. I also like the attention to detail with the stitching on the band and the leather-like material that's on the top of it. It's super durable, super rugged. It feels good in hand. This is definitely one that I would recommend for anyone out there that likes the Spigen DuraPro Flex Ultra, but wanted something a little bit more rugged. Also, you can pair this watch band with the Apple Watch Ultra Tough Armor case. They pair together seamlessly. This is for anyone out there that just wants that G-Shock level, rugged, super rugged experience. Now, of course, the Apple Watch Ultra line is super rugged and durable. I honestly don't think you need a case at all. I have very minimal blemishes on my Apple Watch Ultra 1. Only I can notice them because I've been rocking it daily and I see it. They're glaring to me, but anyone else out there is never going to notice the imperfections that are on my Apple Watch Ultra. The housing and the case, it's the most durable Apple Watch or watch in general that I've ever owned, to be honest. The titanium is flawless. So I don't think you need a case, but if you want a case, just for the extra peace of mind, this case is actually pretty dope. It has a little locking mechanism so you can lock the action button as well for no accidental presses. And it just feels of quality. A lot of the other Amazon cases out there that are made from the off-brand, offshoot brands out there, they feel kind of cheap. I'm not gonna lie. They feel like if you put them on the wrong way, they might crack or snap. The Spigen one is solid. Like the quality goes through from the case to the watch band. You can get the Spigen DuraPro Armor band on Amazon for 32 bucks, 1 day, 2 day shipping with Prime, and the case is another $19. The next watch band is from a company whose name I cannot pronounce because these companies have horrible names, but it's Almondo. That's what we're gonna call them. But I decided to get their trail loop or their travel loop for the Apple Watch Ultra and Ultra 2. Now, everyone and their mom rants and raves about the trail loop from Apple. I decided to get the trail loop this time. I got it in like the gray color or whatever. And to be honest, I'm not really impressed with the trail loop, like at all. Like it wrinkles in certain areas. It looks, I don't know. It's probably the best Apple Watch Ultra band you can get straight from Apple, because the Alpine loop felt a little bit rougher than this material, but I'm not crazy about the trail loop that I got from Apple. And I might be in the minority there, but I think the trail loops that I have in this video rival the quality that you get from Apple, but also just feel a little bit more premium and a little bit better in my opinion. The main reason I like these trail loops from Almondo is because of the dual like buckle system. So it's not a complete strap that just goes around and loops in. You actually have a separate buckle in there that actually fastens and gives you a little bit more slack, so that way it feels like there isn't any of those weird wrinkles on the band, and it does tension just right, so that way you can take it on and off without having to feel like if I loosen this up too much, the band might pop out, you know, or something like that. I have big hands, so it's something I have to worry about. When I take a watch band off, I have to worry about giving myself too much slack, because when I take it off my wrist, it'll end up popping off and I have to refasten it when I put it back on. It's a big hand guy problem, but this one is really dope because it gives you that lower connection point with the second buckle, so you can actually strap it in, and it just feels like you get a little bit more slack. For the guys out there with big wrists, you know what I'm talking about. It also comes in a ton of colors, from the gray leather to yellow to cream to orange to green. You got American flags, all kind of stuff. Whatever your color preference is, they got it. I also like the little touch of leather that they have on the band as well. It just feels like a good quality band, and that's kind of hard to come by on Amazon, but I definitely recommend these trail loops. Links in the description. You can get the trail loop in any of these various colors for 15 bucks. Like 15 bucks for a watch band when Apple's charging 60 for theirs, like it's a no-brainer. The next band we have is from a company called Sudabest. They have this band in army green, black, and orange. And this one feels like a lot of those rugged watch bands that I featured in the past. The nylon braided band feels super rugged, like kind of like a seat belt. Like it feels like it's not going to take on any stains. It's going to be super rugged for scratching it against stuff. This is definitely a little bit more rugged than the trail loops and also the alpine loops that I featured in the past. Like I said, it has that rough nylon band material. One that may be kind of irritating for those out there that don't like the itch when they like bend their wrists and stuff like that, but I have a feeling it's going to break in well, kind of like seat belts do. But this one feels rugged, and it feels like it's not going anywhere when it's on your wrist. So if you're someone out there that's super rugged, outdoorsy, this is a good one to get. I also like the metal accents on the buckle and also the connection points. Of course, if you guys watched any of these band videos in the past, you guys know that I am a huge fan of metal connections. The fact that we still have plastic connectors on a lot of these cheap Amazon bands out there, bands in general, I'm not a fan of the plastic. It's all metal, which is super dope, so it feels more premium, feels more rugged, and it'll be able to last the test of time. The last couple bands I'm gonna talk about from a company called Lex Armor. Now this is like a dual pack. I ended up getting the gray kind of tan taupe looking color and also the orange. And these are like those typical silicone Amazon bands. Like they mimic the ocean band, but they're not made from the same material. The ocean band is made from some like crazy material that's corrosion resistant and is good for like deep sea diving and stuff. If you want that look, but don't care too much about that much durability, go with these because I think the clasp system is really dope. It has magnets, and everybody likes magnets, but it's a lot better on the wrist and a lot more secure than the regular loop. It just feels better. It feels more confident, and like I said, just being able to snap the magnets on there is pretty dope. You can actually adjust the clasp to give you enough slack to adjust to any size wrists. It works on my wrist. I have to loosen it up a bit and give me a little bit more slack, but once I got it on there and got it good, the magnets are super nice and clean. And I think this is probably the better way to do the ocean style bands, because the traditional loop, like a regular watch loop, kind of feels a little cheap on the Amazon ones. Like not the Apple ones. The Apple ones are super good because they're of that, like, they're like that thick silicon alloy, whatever concoction they have to make that rubber. But the Amazon ones are always like thinner. You can see the seam lines, they're not as refined, and the material isn't as dense. So when you have that traditional watch band loop, it feels like you're probably gonna like stretch the holes and rip it somehow. But not having those traditional prongs and loops makes it easier with the magnets. So that way you just snap it on, it just snaps itself on, really. You put it on your wrist and the magnets attach. It feels a lot more secure. It feels higher end. This is the best way to do those silicon bands. Now, by no means am I saying this is the best band. It's not better than the Ocean band from Apple, but I like the clasp system a lot. You can also get it in a bunch of different colors. They all come in 2 packs. You have the Nike band holes in one and also the Ocean band look in the other. They have like a army green, black, blue, gray, tons of colors to choose from, pink, like a mauve, purple, all kind of stuff. So yeah, check it out. You can actually get it on Amazon for $16.99, so another good price. 2 bands for 17 bucks, can't beat it. But those are all the bands that I have right now for you. I'm gonna be getting my hands on a lot more. Some companies are sending me out some, and I'm always perusing Amazon just to see if there are any other bands that I can get my hands on. But if any of these bands look good to you in your use case, feel free to hit all the links down below in the description. They are all Amazon affiliate links, so they give a kickback to the channel, so that way I can continue to buy more bands and make more videos. So it's a win-win. But it's been a pleasure as usual. If you guys haven't subscribed by now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you don't like me, but subscribe. Come on, man. But it's been a pleasure as usual. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, stay fresh. Peace.